for conditions like glaucoma and that glaucoma is only diagnosed through a comprehensive eye exam, schedule an appointment with our friendly and caring professionals by calling 217-287-2020 today. That's 217-287-2020. Taylorville Vision Source, enhancing vision, enriching lives.
Your information station, WTIM.
You are listening to WTIM with Tim, your information station, bringing you your WTIM morning show. Thank you to our live stream sponsors, Landmark of Taylorville and PNC Bank and Trust. Now, I am sitting here with the mayor of Taylorville, Bruce Berry. How are you today?
Great, Tim. Glad to meet you.
Really good to meet you. I've heard all great things about the wondrous Mayor Bruce Berry.
That's great. Thank you. You must be talking to Leroy.
Oh, gosh. Just about everyone. No one has a bad thing to say about you. So I've been really looking forward to this one. And Father's Day was yesterday. We had a Taylorville Chamber of Commerce dinner on Friday. It's been great things here.
Great. The dinner, the chamber put on a great job, and Randy Miller, your boss, got a great award, well deserved, and great event. Family Feud was a heck of a time, and wish more people would have been there. But it was a nice fundraiser for the Hope House and Mission for Taylorville, plus the chamber, and I really enjoyed my time there.
All those great local nonprofits involved, and we get to share that fun Family Feud experience a little bit.
Congratulations to Sharon Walker's team for winning it, and it was a great event. I was really surprised at how well it was ran.
Really unique, and it went very smoothly. Yes, all the tables were involved. It was very exciting.
Yes. And you talked about Father's Day. I got to see my daughter yesterday, and her mother and I, and we had a good time. My son's in Dallas, so he called, and he'll be up here in a couple of weeks coming back for a bachelor party. So it'd be great to see Jimmy here in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. What did you and your daughter get up to on Father's Day?
Well, we just went for lunch and stuff, and had a good time, and just got to talk a little bit. She lives in Edwardsville now, and it's great to see her. And I see her probably once a week, once every 2 weeks anyhow. So my son I haven't seen for a while, but he'll be back twice, 1st of July and then the 15th. He's in a wedding, and so it's great to see him.
Perfect. Well, it looks like you had a good weekend.
Good weekend. How about you, Tim? How did you do?
The weekend was good. I went to the Stonington Summerfest. That was a really fun time out there. Really fun vendors and good food. Walleye sandwich.
They put on a great parade. I've been in their parade many a times and stuff. Just didn't quite make it there this year. But I want to shout out to Matt DeClerc winning the chili cook-off. I think he's back-to-back winners. So a friend of mine won that. And a great job for Matt DeClerc.
Back-to-back, almost undisputed at this point.
I guess so. I guess you must make the best chili in the county, I guess.
Jeez, I got to go back next year and try that out.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Absolutely. So that happened on Sunday, the chili cook-off there. That was really exciting. Now, it is beginning of summer here. The fair season is upon us. I'm really learning about Southern Central Illinois fair season. Tell me a little bit about
that. That's right. Well, I said our county fair is second to none, I believe. I think I've been going to the county fair for the last 58, 59 years, and I'm 64. So since I was about 4 or 5 years old, I think I've gone every year, and a great time to have a great chicken dinner there on a Wednesday. So I'm going to invite you to that. And I'm sure the radio station makes a very big presence at our fair, and it's all about agriculture and things, and it's a good time.
WTIM's we definitely will be involved with the Cushing County Fair. We're excited about that, and you said you've been going for such a long time. What are some of the changes you've seen? Some of the new things?
Well, I think it's more agriculturally designed now. They do a great job with the FFA kids and things like that. So more than that, of course, when you're a kid, you go there for the cotton candy, the games and the rides and stuff. I don't ride much anymore, but it's a great event. The pageant starts that off, and then the demo derby's maybe the highlight of the fair, and a lot of demo cars around Taylorville, if you haven't seen any of them yet, Tim.
I have seen some of them around. On my arrival to Taylorville, I was confused a little bit. Now I'm learning just all of the workings of fairs, and now I'm not too confused anymore.
Yeah. Well, you being from up Chicagoland area, you probably haven't seen a few many demo cars, but the other big event around here is the tractor pull season, and that's getting underway, and everyone's doing well there.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're exactly right. City boy. I haven't been called that, but I've been naming myself that because I
I'll
just don't know.
start calling you that then. So that's all. But it's really happy. I'm really happy to have you in Taylorville.
No, thank you so much. It's been great being here, and I've been excited about sitting down with you because I want to ask you. I want to know if there's a brand new member to Taylorville like me. I'm a 21-year-old man. What does Taylorville have to bring to someone like me? Because I've been able to find some great things.
Well, like I said, we have a golf course just a couple miles out. Frisbee golf at our Manners Park. The pool. They're going to renovate the pool, build a new pool next year, hopefully. They got the funding for that, and we're trying to get a skateboard park out in Don Bragg's. There's softball leagues, things like that. Bags is pretty big around here, or cornhole, whatever you play. And I heard through the grapevine you might be pretty good at that. So I know the Moose plays on Monday night. I'm not sure if it's every Monday night or not, but I'd sure if I was a young kid like you, I would go out to the Moose on Monday night and look for a partner named John Long. He supposedly is a self-proclaimed best bags player in Taylorville, which I don't think is true, but that's what he tells me at least. And so yeah, you'll have a good time there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm learning that there's tons of fun things to do out here. We talked a little bit before about cornhole, a little bit of bags, and you've outed me. I do love bags, and I think I might make my way out there.
That'll be good. I'll find
got.
out for sure if they're going to play tonight or not. That might be not. Maybe it's not a summer sport. They're inside and things, but I know the County Fair has a big bags tournament, and I got to shout out to the two professional bags players from Taylorville, Courtney Coy and Miranda Coy. They do a great job, and they're on TV quite a bit, so on ESPN2 or whatever. So it's really interesting to watch Taylorville people succeed at things like that on a national level.
Totally. If you're playing on TV, you've exceeded the limits of the bags players here in Taylorville. Yeah. Now you got to move on.
Yeah. I might talk a little bit about our July 4th parade coming up. We're honoring the Vietnam veterans. I was a young boy at the time when Vietnam War was fighting, and from stories that I've been told and things that I saw, maybe we didn't welcome home the Vietnam veterans like we should have as a country. So I'm going to invite all Vietnam veterans to come out. There'll be the parade marshals this year, and if you would like to ride on the trailer, get a hold of Marcia Neal or DJ DeVore. I talked with him the other day at a fishing event. Our police officers had a fishing event with the kids on Friday evening. So before I went to the Family Feud thing, I went to that, and that was a good event. Probably 40 or 50 youngsters out there fishing with the police, and great community event for our police officers. But talk more about the July 4th parade. I have a picnic afterwards, hot dogs and chips and drinks and ice cream this year provided by Bob Riding. So I invite everyone on the courthouse, on the south side of the courthouse. We're also going to have some music entertainment from our fire chief. So he does a wonderful job. I think he's going to bring his daughter, and they're quite a duet. So I invite everyone to stay around at the courthouse after the parade.
Awesome. And you bring we're talking about July 4th and your picnic. There's a new Veterans Memorial Wall popping up.
Correct. And they're going to dedicate the 5th wall out there that afternoon. I believe that's at 1:30. So all the events at the square should be over by then, and invite everyone out there for a great event to get the 5th wall in. I think they've got a total of 9 or 10 walls designed out there, and it's like I said, a great memorial park for our veterans.
Yeah, I've seen those popping up. And what does that mean to you when we can just get a new wall honoring veterans these months?
Well, it's just like I said, it's we owe our freedom to all our veterans and things. I've spoken at the Memorial Day thing at our cemetery, and it just makes you think about some of the events. One thing I remember in particular was a guy from Assumption. They'd found his remains, and they had a big ceremony for him a couple years ago. I went over there. He was a Notre Dame graduate and was in the Army and got killed back in 1968, and they just brought his remains back a few years ago. And like I said, you don't really think about that till something like that hits home. And we've lost Taylorville people have lost their lives. My dad fought in the Korean War, and he remembers a buddy of his died over there. And so it's just, we got to remember who's fought for us and things like that. I saw in the paper the other day a guy 99 years old that we had honored at the Veterans Memorial Wall a few years ago, William Pope, passed away. So, the World War II veterans are few and far between anymore.
Yes, they are.
So
we're doing a great job of remembering them with these veterans walls.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been really great. Well, I'm sitting down here with the mayor of Taylorville, Bruce Berry. This has been such a great conversation so far. You're listening to the WTIM morning show here on WTIM's information station. We'll be right back.
WTIM.
Over 50 years and 3 generations of legacy serve you every day at Dale Williams Trucking in Fillmore. Here's Dale Williams Jr. talking about hauling for farmers and the agriculture community.
It takes someone that knows agriculture and the special needs farmers have to do hauling for grain, lime, fertilizer, and more. Dale Williams Trucking has been trusted by area farmers for over 50 years and 3 generations. Let us take care of your ag hauling this season.
Contact Dale Williams Trucking in Fillmore, Illinois by clicking their icon above the weather at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
I'm Will Perkins, President and CEO of the Taylorville Community Credit Union. TCCU is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Miller Media Group Community Spotlight, allowing a different nonprofit organization to be highlighted on WTIM, WMKR, and WRAN each month.
The Taylorville Optimist Club was formed on June 15, 1965 with the mission to help the youth of Taylorville. The club has been active in the community with events such as oratorical and essay contests, Easter egg hunts, bicycle safety, youth appreciation dinners, Respect for Law Month, and our annual Salute to Law Enforcement breakfast. The club meets twice a month on the second and fourth Thursdays at 7 a.m. in the basement of People's Bank and Trust in Taylorville. And we encourage anyone who would like to promote optimism to stop in to one of our meetings or send me a message at adam@vokes.com.
This is Cammie Payne, General Manager of the Miller Media Group. We, along with TCCU, are proud to bring you the Community Spotlight each month.
TCCU is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Miller Media Group Community Spotlight. Come join us. You'll wonder why you waited. Member NCUA.
Far and away in 2022, Craig's Realtors yet again is the market leader. Owner Steve Craig's here. If you're looking to sell, we can help. Click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Find out about all the products and services offered by Dan Rizzo, your American Family Insurance agent in Taylorville, by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
If you're 40 and over, you'll recognize these artists by their first names: Frank, Dean, Sammy, Andy, Nat, Diana, Michael. Well, here's the big news. You can now hear Central Illinois' largest music library with over 3,500 songs on air and online at 96.5thechill.com. Tune in on the FM dial in Christian County and on your computer or smartphone. Hear these great artists and many more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 96.5thechill.com.
Listen for Taylorville Tornado baseball, softball, and Little League games on New Country 104.1 and stream live on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. You'll hear selected boys baseball, girls softball, and Little League games brought to you by First National Bank, Kirby Real Estate, the Christian County YMCA, Brad Davis, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and Landmark, all in Taylorville.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are gonna do it today. WTIM.
You are listening to WTIM with Tim, your information station. We are back with your WTIM morning show. Thank you so much to our sponsors of our live stream, Landmark of Taylorville and PNC Bank and Trust. Now I'm sitting down with the mayor of Taylorville, Bruce Berry. We've talked just about the summertime activities of July 4th, picnics and Veteran Memorial Wall, which has all been great things. Now we have a city council meeting tonight, Mayor Berry.
Correct. A lot going on today. We approved a lot of business development district funding. Like as most people can see, there's a lot going on our square and the surrounding areas. And we hope that people take advantage of these grants that the city is offering to these businesses. I know Mid-Illinois Dental took advantage of that. Randy Miller took advantage of this new sign out there, which looks great now that he's got the bugs worked out of it. The neighbors aren't complaining like they were about how bright it was, but I think that's worked great. And more or less normal city council meeting tonight, and we'll get going during the summer.
Beautiful. All right. So that's the city council meeting 2 nights. But we have some more special things. You talked about the square just now. Coming down the road, we've talked to some new developers that are coming into the square, and
Right.
you walk down there, you can see some scaffolding. And, there are projects on the way for the square.
Project's going well. Heartland Development Company by Cindy Frasina. A lot of work being done at the old Reenies and also Tom Doyle and Vance Fraley's law office. I see a lot of work there and stuff. And before long, we should have a rooftop bar and a diner or something there at Tom Doyle's office. And like I said, the square is really, I guess it's revitalized now the last few years. And I got to use a lot of credit to small town Taylorville, led by Steve Craigs and Lee Skinner. They do a wonderful job. I don't know if you've been here for the annual, the monthly car show is always the first Friday of the month. So this year it'll be July 7th. And, look forward to that a couple days after July 4th. So, but the annual fireworks at the lake put on by the Optimist Club is a go on July 4th. The municipal band will be there. And if you're not doing anything on July 4th, come to the square, go to the memorial wall, and then go to our marina for the municipal band, and then stay late after dusk for the fireworks show.
Awesome. You heard it all there. And let's go back to the Reenies drugstore right there on the corner. It's going to be completely transformed, and it's going to bring whole new life, a whole new atmosphere. What does that mean to you, seeing that the square is going to be transformed a little bit?
Well, it's just great. You know, we've been stagnant for the last few years, and Larry Budd and I developed the business development district, and it's been a great tool for us to give to businesses. We see a lot of do work. Florinda's, Nestys uptown there, Gary Sperling, and Bob Steiner took advantage of that. And even people off the square like Mid-Illinois Dental, Randy Miller, LP Creamery, the new liquor store, and things like that. So we're doing pretty well, I think.
Yeah. It's all coming together here.
And we're very optimistic. We did get a $2.5 million grant to redo the downtown area. Our engineers are working on that plan, and hopefully next spring, early summer next year, we'll be revitalizing the downtown with new roads and bump outs and things like that, new sidewalks and things. So we're very optimistic.
Yeah, optimistic as you should be. Is that grant is going to be very helpful, and you guys have all the things in the right place.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are interested about the bike trail. Supposedly we're supposed to get the money starting in the mid-August on that. So I look for that to be put out for bid. We can fix the trestle out there on the bike trail. So that's a big event that we've been working on for years. And my thanks go to Bud Altman and his crew, Bill Roseberry, Steve Dennis, and those guys do a wonderful job keeping us informed about what's going on at the bike trail.
Totally. New bike trail coming then. That's a good thing to remember. And you talked about a Tornado Open golf tournament.
Yeah, that's coming up the first weekend of August. I think it's the 31st annual Tornado Open. It's a fundraiser for all our sports teams at the high school. And I know they're taking registrations now. They had it about half full last I heard. So if anybody's interested in getting a team up for that, Barry Kent's the guy that's in charge this year. And I'm sort of an advisor or something. I don't know what you call it, but you can call me and I can get you the right information that you need. They're going to play in the morning and in the afternoon, and invite everyone to do that. Great fundraiser for our school sports.
Awesome. I'm going to have to hit the driving range a couple of more times before that.
That's no problem. How does our golf course compare to other golf courses?
The golf course is awesome. I love the water features are great.
Yeah.
It's been great. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm excited to play
I
a
used to be a golfer when I was about your age, but I don't play much anymore. But we have a lot of tournaments out there and a lot of events out there. And I think Jason Boldig does a great job out there, and go from there.
Awesome. So. All right. Well, we're out of time. I could sit here and talk to Mayor Bruce Berry all day, but we just can't do that. So thank you so much for coming on today.
Thanks for having me, and I appreciate it. And like I said, we're very optimistic with what we're doing in our downtown square, and I invite everyone to come up and see it.
Absolutely. You are listening to the WTIM Morning Show with Tim. Thank you so much to our live stream sponsors of Landmark of Taylorville and PNC Bank and Trust. You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show.
Thank you.
WTIM.
Met in Beijing. And not only did Secretary of State Blinken meet with his Chinese counterpart, he also sat down for 35 minutes with Chinese President Xi Jinping. More bloodshed in the volatile Mideast. Israel